That was a good baseball game, both sides. I thought the pitchers controlled the whole game on both sides. I don't even know the guy's name last night. The left-hander, I thought he had good stuff. I thought he commanded the fastball well. I thought they made plays when they had to make plays. We made plays when we had to make plays. And it came down to a couple at-bats, and I think we got a chance to get a couple guys home, and we got a ground ball, and guy beat it out at first, and Dylan's not here, but Dylan came in for Scotty and closed out the last out.
Questions for the student athletes, please. We'll go to the back.
Scott, this is for you. Obviously, last night did you guys feel like you had the momentum going into the rain delay, first of all?
Yeah, definitely.
And, I guess, how'd you get the cobwebs off this morning? How'd you avoid being exhausted going into this game?
We had to wake up early, obviously, but, we were excited. If you're not excited for this, I don't know what can get you going, so.
We'll go down the front.
Hey, Josh, did you guys kind of feel like you were in a breakthrough for a run eventually in the eighth inning? You guys had the leadoff runner on in like 3 consecutive innings.
Definitely. We talked before the game and just kind of wanted to get back to where we were before we left California. Just Blazer got us together, just calmed us down, got back to playing Titan ball.
Any other questions for the student athletes? We'll go down front.
Scott, this was a Louisiana Tech team the last 8 games that had put up 70 runs. How were you able to blank them today?
Well, Blake and John did a great job yesterday, changing the speeds, pounding the zone. As long as we execute, it's tough to hit us no matter what. We're just trying to go out there and do our jobs.
We'll go to the back.
Scott and Josh, what are your early thoughts on facing Mississippi State tonight?
We're excited. Obviously, they're a good team, but so are we, so we're just going to see what happens.
It's going to be a good matchup for sure. Crowd's really nice. I like them. I've been talking to them a little bit yesterday, and it should be fun.
All right, no other questions for the student athletes? You're dismissed. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take questions for Coach right now. We'll go to the back.
Coach, you said yesterday how red hot Louisiana Tech was. Going into the delay and waking up this morning, how confident were you in stopping the bats for the Bulldogs?
Well, we had a better feel for them today after watching them take at bats last night. Seeing guys hit live is a little different than seeing guys hit on tape. And we just had a better feel. And, Scotty's a different look than the rest of them. When we went to Dylan in the ninth, we thought that Blake, who is more pitches off his fastball, was a better matchup there. And Timmy didn't quite make that play. But, we had a better feel for him. But, that's a good club. Okay, I don't care what league they play in or where they came from. That is a good club. Those guys are old, they're smart, and they played good, and we just happened to get one more run than them.
Any other questions? Go down front.
Coach, how does that delay, how much of an effect does it have on that pitching staff and what your approach this weekend?
Well, it helps us that we have a pretty good pitching staff. So we really never had to roll back. We rolled Blake back out there after the first delay because he'd already gone 4, and we figured he was shot for a little while, and his stuff was not nearly as crisp after the delay. The fastball really dropped. It was really firm early with some good life on it, and that's what he pitches off of. And that inning after the delay, they barreled him up pretty good. We made a good play. Tristan made a great throw to Hudgy at the plate on that first and third walk, whatever it was. And we just figured it was about time to go. And John Gavin has been a starter most of the year. So we ran him out there, and I thought he did an excellent job of pitching different and changing speeds, and pitching to a different part of the plate. So we went to Korea last summer and played in the World University Games. And if you go to Korea in the summer, it is the rainy season. And so 20 guys that are on this team went there. And we spent 10 hours at the yard for like 8 of our 15 days there. because it just rains and rains and rains, and they don't have a tarp, so they use sponges. So there's long rain delays, and they had a 3-person grounds crew. So we knew kind of how to sit and wait in a dugout for hours and hours. And the guys, we were joking about it after a while that we'd already practiced this once. Because in California, we don't get rain delays. One, it doesn't rain. And two, usually when it rains, you just move it to the next day because it's not going to rain 2 days in a row. So you don't have to mess around with it. But I thought the guys mentally handled it pretty good, and then I thought we had a chance late in the game yesterday to mark for a run, and we just didn't do it, we didn't make the right adjustments early, and we came back today, and I thought we had better adjustments. I mean, we took more swings, and those guys they brought in at the end have been their guys and unhittable. Atkins had been unhittable. If you look at his numbers, the center fielder, we just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally just got a crack in the door and squeaked through it because that's the way it happened. But the center fielder in the 8th or 7th, that ball that Hurst hit, he hit good. That center fielder made a really, really good athletic play to catch that ball, and that's what happens when you're in championship environments.
Down front.
And have you been a part of like a delay before in regional play or a bunch?
You didn't watch the College World Series last year? No, we had the best pitcher in the country pitching against Vanderbilt and beating them. And we got delayed about 5 hours and had to come back the next morning early, just like today. And the guy hit a home run to leave us standing on the field, 2-run home run to beat us.
We'll go to the back.
Last season.
Coach, what are your early thoughts on facing Mississippi State tonight?
One, I don't even know who they're pitching because I haven't even seen any. I haven't looked at anything. So, one thing I love about the SEC is you guys are on TV every day. So, we have seen a lot of Mississippi State on TV, and I'm just straight TV. California, we're not on TV, so we watch the SEC network. I mean, if you're a college baseball fan, I like to watch games. I like to go to games, but now that's against the rules. So we watch a lot of games, and so we've seen enough of them. And I mean, nothing else can be said about them. I mean, they're one of the 5-10 best teams in the whole country. So, but it's still a game. It's 9 innings and 3 strikes, 4 balls, and 3 outs, and we'll see who goes up at the end.